Missiles are being tested. Military budgets are rising. Global tensions are increasing fast. So the real question is World War III starting right now? Right now, the United States is closely monitoring multiple global hotspots. The war between Russia and Ukraine is still ongoing, with no clear end in sight. At the same time, tensions between China and Taiwan continue to grow, raising concerns about a possible conflict in Asia. In the Middle East, the situation involving the US and Iran remains unstable, especially because of its impact on global oil supply. These three regions are currently the most critical areas that could influence global stability. At the same time, military power is increasing. Nations are investing more in weapons, defense systems, and advanced technology. Nuclear weapons still remain the biggest threat. If a direct conflict happens between major powers, the consequences could be devastating. There is also a rise in cyber warfare, where attacks don't happen on the battlefield, but through systems, networks, and infrastructure. Another major factor is proxy conflicts, where powerful countries compete indirectly instead of fighting face-to-face. So, is World War III already happening? The answer is no. There is no official global war right now. However, the level of tension around the world is higher than it has been in years. The United States and its allies are not starting a war, but they are preparing for any possible scenario. The reality is simple. The world is not at war yet, but it is moving in a direction where one mistake could change everything. World War III hasn't started, but the risk is real. And if it ever begins, it won't look like the wars we've seen before.
But if a global war were to begin, it wouldn't start the way people expect. There would be no official announcement, no single moment where everything suddenly changes. Instead, it would begin quietly, through economic pressure, cyber attacks, and strategic moves behind the scenes. The first signs would likely be disruptions, power grids failing, communication systems going down, financial markets reacting instantly. In the United States, everyday life could change faster than anyone expects. Fuel prices could spike overnight. Supply chains could slow down. Basic goods could become more expensive. And while traditional warfare might still exist, modern conflict would be very different. Drones, artificial intelligence, and autonomous weapons would play a major role on the battlefield. Cyber warfare could target hospitals, banks, and critical infrastructure without a single shot being fired. At the same time, information itself becomes a weapon. Misinformation spreads faster than facts, creating confusion and panic among people. But here's what most people don't realize. Every major country understands the cost of a full-scale war. That's why global powers continue to avoid direct confrontation. Diplomacy, negotiations, and strategic pressure are still the preferred tools to manage conflict. However, the system is fragile. All it takes is one mistake, one miscalculation, or one unexpected event to push tensions beyond control. So while the world watches closely, leaders are making